Okay guys, welcome back. It's been really hot here in Vegas, and today it's only about 87 degrees. It's a little overcasty. Looks like it wants to rain. The sun just came out, of course, because I'm filming this video. So it's gonna get hotter just for me. You can see I am a little bit sweaty because it's muggy here. You know, looks the clouds are up there, the humidity is high. But anyway, I just got back from vacuuming my car over at the gas station, and I want to clean the seats and apply some protection. So I've got two products that I really like here. I get these from autoforge.net, so if you want to go and look them up, do so yourself right there. This is Klasse or Klasse, or however they say it over there. And this is a cleaner and protector. I really like this stuff. It works very well. Vinyl, leather, rubber, and plastic. So pretty much everywhere inside the car if you want to use this. And wipe it on, it cleans. You use a sponge or a little applicator, you scrub it in, and then you wipe it off while it's still wet. If you let it dry, it will streak on you. And if that happens, just go over it with a damp cloth. It'll be fine. What I want to try today is, I'm going to do that. I'm going to clean and protect. I am going to leave this on so it dries on its own, going against what I just told you, because I'm going to come over it afterward with Ultima Interior Guard Plus. Now this goes all over the interior. This could even do cloth. That one does not do cloth, but this can do your plastic, leather, vinyl. Spray this onto an applicator, let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, and buff it off as well. So we're gonna do this one because this cleans and protects. It's gonna leave a layer there, and I want that layer to sit and bond to my seats. I may do some of the panels too, but and I'm gonna come over it and just do an extra protection layer here to bond with that and get the streaks off of that one. So I've not tried this before, but this is kind of layering protection. This one also has microbial virus and mold barriers. So it's just, this is a really awesome product. This is a 2 steps in one. This does not clean, so it's a 1 step, but it is a fantastic protectant. This also smells like some kind of solvent, so it's very strong smelling. You have to let it dry and just let out the car air out there. Fantastic product though, as far as protection goes. This one doesn't smell bad at all. I got another bottle on order. I'm down to about 10% left, but I think it'll be enough to get my seats done. So let's get going. Autoforge.net. If you want to buy these products, they are fantastic, tried and true products there. They've been around for a while, and there's a reason for that. So I've got my applicator. Let's get going, guys. All right, guys, so I've got the product. Here it is. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm in an awkward position here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on. Now, it doesn't matter. You want to get this saturated into the applicator and then apply it to the seats. I am going to let this dry on the seat because I'm going to come back with another product afterward. But I just want a nice, even layer here. If you do not do this even, you will see it, which once again doesn't really matter too much because we're going to come back over it. But I get a lot of wear and tear. This sun beats on my car in the Vegas heat. All right, guys, I'm trying out new lights. I like these headlamps. They're at Costco right now. I think there's 3 of these for about $24 or $20. They were $5 off. Rechargeable. They come with a pack of regular batteries as well if you want to use those for emergencies. And it tilts. You see? Very cool. All right, I've already done the 2 front seats. Let me show you the back, because I've got the front ones looked like they were clean, but the back's got my dog drool, so I'll show you those by hand real quick. Okay guys, here we're going to use the Klasse product, the red bottle, and it is a cleaner and protector, but this is dog drool that has been sitting on my seats throughout the summer. I know I should clean it faster and better, but you know, it's kind of just sat there and stained a little bit, so it's going to take a lot of elbow grease, but I'm just going to clean the topical layer with this product, and then I'm coming over with another product that's going to it's gonna refinish the top of this. You'll see what I mean later. And this is just what I'm showing you. The seats are dirty. All right, I'm gonna add some in the garage since I've only got one hand. And we're gonna take this and start applying it to the doors. Does a fabulous job. Leaves this nice, lasts for a long time, at least 6 months. And like I said, we're gonna do a dual treatment here. So I'm gonna go around the rest of the car, apply it all over, and I'll be back. The reason I keep having to stop is because the phone is getting hot and I don't want it to overheat. I want to be able to use it. Okay guys, I'm done applying and letting this dry. The door panels are drying now. This is the Klasse Clean and Protect one. And I can tell you, I used my hands and I can feel it on me, so I know that there is something being left behind. Let me show you what it looks like without wipe off. This is just letting it dry. Now remember, it does say you can leave it like this. And you know, it's not bad, but you can see if you don't apply it evenly that it will kind of leave some streaks. And yes, that will eventually rub down on you. It will even out, but you see the back, not too bad. Now let's look up close on the phone. In person, I can still see a little couple drops there. I think you can see it on the phone. All right. I cleaned them, but that could just be staining, maybe from the dog's drool. And let's see though, we're gonna put some stuff on it. You can see the darkness and the streaking. And normally you would apply it and then wipe it right off after about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, so it doesn't streak. That's how I would do it if I was just using this by itself. But now we're gonna go into this and we're gonna apply this. I'm gonna use a different microfiber applicator. We're gonna let it sit for 30 seconds and then we're gonna wipe it off. All right guys, we're back. We've got the Ultima Interior Guard Plus. So this one is a little bit stronger smelling, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this on the applicator, and I'm gonna get a nice good, what the heck's wrong with the sprayer? Anyway, I'm gonna get a good soaking of it on there. Let's put that down. Now I've got this all over. Oh, something happened with the sprayer right there. I see it. You see that? Strange. Maybe I'll need to get a new top there. Anyway, all right, we've got this nice and wet. So we're just gonna wipe this on, and this goes on thick at this point. Nice. Awkward position once again. The smell is very strong here. So working in a ventilated area is going to benefit you. All right, so we've got it on. We're gonna let that sit for a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, 30 seconds or so. Let me put this on here. And it goes a pretty long way. Rub it on, don't miss any areas, nice and evenly. All right, then we'll take our towel here and we're just gonna buff it off nice and evenly. You'll see it's gonna leave it nice and dark, not wet looking, but a nice darker color. Very nice, really clean now. It got out the old streaks left by the Klasse and just gave this a sheen and darkness, refreshed look. Very, very nice. And I tell you what, this is going to be protected super well right here. Very, very good. That is beautiful. Love it. Very, very nice. All right, so let me bring you in here. Let me show you fantastic, guys. I mean, it's beautiful. All one nice shade, blended evenly. Looks fantastic. Feels good. There is no stickiness. And I'm gonna go about doing the rest of the car here. All right, guys, I'm back here in the back seat, and I'm gonna go over this area right here you see with the dog. So let's put it on. Let's layer this. You just know you're putting something on because you can feel it. Look at that, you can see it going on. Very nice. And just try to get all the cracks, crevices, fronts of the seat as best you can. Nobody sits back here in my car but the dogs. All right, let's come in with the towel. You can already feel that it's bonding. It wipes off so good. And I just want to buff the top layer off there. I want to let whatever kind of sits and bonds. Just like, you know, if you were doing a 2-layer coating. Those of you that understand that. All right, my back's killing me. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands for the rest of this, but that's what it looks like. Okay guys, I'm done with the car, and I tell you what, this is my favorite way to do the interior as of now. Currently, this is a 2-layer system. I don't think a lot of people know about this. They definitely don't use these products because they're older, and the bonding, the way it blended together, the finish on it, the slickness, it is a little bit slicker in there. The color, the depth of the color, man, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna last for 6 months. It lasted before for 6 months, so this is gonna do another 6 months, if not longer. And I'm very pleased. Let me show you what it looks like. So here's the front one. You guys saw that already. Let's see if I can get. Look at that, very nice, clean. Don't worry about my dog blanket there because it's going right back on top soon. Look at the back of the seats, phenomenal. Oh, I did the door panels. I did the dash, same way. All right, once again, the door panels, I know the car is parked in a awkward sunlit area, but phenomenal. Where's the dog drool? It's gone. All right, it's all cleaned, covered, and protected. And it has the second layer with the virus and mold barrier. You'll have to read up on that because I am not a scientist or a doctor, but that's what it says. Beautiful. Very nicely done. All right, guys, so I promise you, you need to try this out here. These 2 products, old school, fantastic on their own, but combined, like I did today, look at how hot I am. I'm sweating it up. It's gotta be 90 already. I don't know. First layer, clean, protect, leave it on there. Come back with this, with a second layer, let sit for 30 seconds. You will feel it get a little bit tacky when you wipe this off. Not at all anything bad though, it wipes off real easy, but you'll feel that, and then it's bonding. The look is gonna be fantastic, guys. Only the old guys know about these products because the new guys, they don't look into the past. They don't look back there at what was really good back in the day. They got us new wipe and clean, real fast interior detailers. They don't know about the old good stuff there. And if you are my age, a lot of my friends have their own companies and they make their own products, so they're not pushing these products. These products just work. I don't have anything to do with either of these companies. They are different companies, and they are fantastic together, guys. One more thing. I got this light over at Costco the other day. I got 3 of these for like 25 bucks. And normally I used to use, where is it at? I used to use, you guys know, I used to use the Scan Grip. And it still works. But what's weird about it is it started to turn off on its own, so I went to charge it, and then it wouldn't take the charge anymore. So this is my second Scan Grip, and I really like this light, but for some reason they keep failing. This one hasn't failed completely, but it doesn't seem to be taking the charge, or it says it needs more charge, and I'll leave it there for hours, and then it doesn't charge. That was the same problem the original one had. I would leave it charging, and it wouldn't charge up the bars, and it wouldn't work. So I didn't want to fiddle with it. I was in the middle of using this, and it would be turning off. So I just went with another route, and I'm just letting you know the Scan Grip. You know, I got to give you guys, I liked it before, and I made a video about it, but I got to be transparent with you guys, and that's the second one that is giving me trouble. So I will not be returning to Scan Grip headlamps. I'm not talking about all their products, just the headlamps. I'll just stick with the Costco 25 for 3 rechargeables, and it works really well. So guys, if you want to try out these products here, go over to autoforge.net. I promise you, you're gonna like this combo. I do, it works in my heat. You know, we got 100-degree plus days for a few months out of the year, and it just does a fantastic job. You can let it get dirty after this cures, and then just go over it with your quick detailer. This is a nice barrier, and now I'm talking about, it was just one before. Now with the combo, this is gonna be even heftier barrier, and all you need to do is just do some wipe down. You can use your rinseless wash and do it for interiors. You're gonna have a great barrier underneath there. So go over to autoforge.net, check them out. This is where they're carrying these. They stock these products. They're very kind of difficult to come by, and you can get them both in one spot. Talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think in the comments, and try it out because it's fantastic. Later, guys.